So for this project, you must turn in 2 different images and use 2 different color families. Begin by working on one image and one color family, and then progress to the second when you're ready. So you'll see here that this student turned in a cool colored elephant and a warm colored kitty cat. The color families that you can pick from are here, and you can choose more than just these color families. You could do complementary if you want. If you're unsure of what one of these color families are, there's nothing wrong with copying this, for instance, warm colors, copying and pasting it into a Google search, or just typing what are warm colors, and it will tell you red, orange, and yellow. So once you've decided the color families that you want to work with, then you're going to click on the link that's provided, which is right here. And you're going to spend about 5 minutes trying to find, obviously, a school-appropriate coloring page to work from. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click. And here I can see a bunch of different mandalas that I can pick from. If I want to be really specific, like for instance the elephant, I would just type elephant at the beginning of this image search. I do want you to make sure that you're sticking to the image search that I've provided, because you'll see here I've made a filter that allows it to be 1,000 or more to come back. In the directions, it says, like I demonstrated in this video, click once on the image. Make sure it's larger than 1,000 with no watermarks, and then these are the directions to save to your folder. All right, so I'm going to come here, and if I click once on this guy, you can see some type. That is not good. That's a watermark. We cannot use that. If you click on this one does not have a watermark, and you see the numbers down here. That's letting me know this is more than 1,000. If I click on this one, it's quite blurry. That is not okay. I cannot use that. So let me see this one. Let's see how this one comes out. This one's close to 1,000. I think this will be fine. So I've clicked once on this to make it larger here. And that's what these directions are saying. Click once on the image. Make sure it's larger than 1,000. And then you're going to right click on this larger image to save image as. So I'm right clicking on the larger image, and I'm going to go to save image as. I have to make sure that I'm navigating to my folder, so you click on desktop, and then you double click to open up your folder. You don't need to worry about renaming it. We'll rename it when we get it into Photoshop. So I'm just going to press save. Because I was able to save a JPEG, a little button popped up here, and now I can click on that and it'll launch right into Photoshop. If that is not happening for you, you can go to File, Open, navigate Desktop to your folder, and double click on the one that you would like to open. So that is these directions here. As soon as we have it open in Photoshop, which we just talked about, we then want to make sure, and I'm going to actually put this in red because this is really important, we want to make sure that our image mode is set up correctly to red, green, and blue. If not, you might not be able to add the colors you want. And the way how we do that is we come up here to Image, Mode, and we make sure it's RGB, which mine is. So what that means is, because I have a blue selected here, it will fill blue. But if by accident my image was grayscale, no matter how many times I click this nice blue here and press OK, when I go to dump, that color does not show up. And that is because in parentheses here it says gray. So I'm going to come up to Image Mode, switch it to RGB. You see here now it says RGB, and I am all set. So I've changed my color mode. Now it's really important that I rename this project, and I'm going to do these steps twice. So I'm going to go through all my steps to create my first colored image, and then I'm going to go back through to create my second colored image. So the first file, I'm naming it last name CF1. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to do File, Save As. Again, I'm checking to make sure that I'm in my folder, which I am. If you are not, you do Desktop, and then you navigate to your folder. And then down here, we don't want this gobbledygook from the internet. We want your last name, so type your last name, CF for color family. And I'm just adding the B2. That's just for me. You do not have to do that. So it's just last name, CF, and then go ahead and press save. All right. So here is my image. And that's what all this is. We're going to add color in the next video.